Now to neighborhood impact. Tomorrow, Nashvillians will decide 4 at-large Metro Council seats and the city's next mayor. Progressive Freddie O'Connell and conservative Alice Rowley were the top 2 candidates for vote getters in the mayoral election during the August election. So we headed to a runoff. O'Connell secured 27% of the vote, while Rowley took in 20%. News 2's Mark Kelly is talking with election administrator Jeff Roberts about what you need to know before you head to the polls.
When is the mayoral runoff election, and what are the hours for that big day?
Thursday, September the 14th, and the hours for the polls will be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We will do everything we can to make it a good voting experience. It's a pretty short ballot. You should be in and out fairly quickly.
Why do we have a runoff election? What were those numbers that forced that to happen?
The runoff is required by the Metro Charter if, in the mayor's race, during the general election, no candidate receives 50% plus 1 vote.
How long should they expect to spend at the polls that day when they go and vote in the runoff on election day?
Mid-morning and mid-afternoon, those are good times to come. Lines are less during that time frame. Only a photo ID is required, and that photo ID has to be issued by Tennessee state government or the federal government. So it can't be your Costco card or, something like that. Now, on election day, if for any reason we don't have you on the rolls, you will be offered a provisional ballot. Vote that provisional ballot. That gives us an opportunity to check on the paperwork. And if you should have been on the list, your vote will count.
Once you're in there, as far as cell phones and photographs and what's allowed and what's not allowed.
If the phone is assisting you in the voting process, you can utilize it. But if you're talking to your family or friends or whatever, that's prohibited.
When can we expect the results on election day?
Results are posted on the door at every precinct when we close. And then later on that evening, as the officers from every one of those precincts return to our central location, we will then start posting that information on Metro's website.
What are the rules for winning that night? There's not a runoff after the runoff, is there?
No. So on the 14th, it is whoever gets the highest vote count, they will be the winner of that election.